We about to play 2K. Brutalsim, step back, J. Kobe got that clutch, throw it up. That's game. I'm going through the lane. Russell
What up? It's your boy. You don't know Brutalsim on the scene, wicked and mean, with a next video for y'all, man. So a bunch of people see how your boy been grinding and getting the players up to 90 really fast. It takes me a few days, man. That's pretty much it, because I pretty much mastered the art of grinding players, so it takes me no time. I'm talking about not just grinding to get up to a 90. I'm talking about grinding to actually complete everything with your badges, right? So let's get straight to it now. Now this grind is pretty much from position from the 1 to the 4. It could work for post players, but it got to be a little bit more crafty in that. So you could check in the tutorial section. I got a tutorial up there showing you how to get the most rep for post players, man. All right, so hopefully that helped you all out. So let's get to the video. Now the first thing you gotta do, man, is pick a good team according to your playstyle. So let's say I'm picking a point guard, right? Now, and I want people, I want Lob City passer and stuff like that. I'm gonna go with like the Clippers. They got DeAndre Jordan, and they got Blake Griffin, two of the best dunkers and people who could catch hoops in the game. So I would go with a squad like that. Now, if I'm going with a slash and I want the court to space out, I'm gonna go like with the Houston Rockets, man. Gonna be a really good squad for me to run with. So I could actually attack the basket and not worry about people closing in on me at all, man. It's gonna make your life a lot easier. Now, after you select your squad, man, and everything's settled, you gotta remember the #1 rule: pick and roll is your friend. Call a pick and roll for everything. Everything, yes, everything. Call a pick and roll for each play. These pick and roll, actually, that pick and roll maestro do pile up. I don't care what position you got. Call a pick and roll for everything. Now it's up to you depending on what badge you're going for. Like when I'm playing with my slasher, now I'm mixing it up with some posterizer. I tend to do a lot of contact dunks and go for them. Or if I'm going for the acrobat badge, I'm going to do a bunch of Euro steps, right? Or let's say the teardroppers. Around the pick and roll starts off everything, man, except for the one-man fast break. That's the one thing that you're going to take a dent, because you don't get a lot of points for one-man fast break, but just in the spirit of badge grinding, that's the one thing you just gonna take the hit for, man. Now the next thing you gotta look at is when calling a pick and roll and the defender steps up, do not touch that toggle button. I know this, as I said in my video that I uploaded yesterday, how to get the most acrobat layups for the acrobat badge I noticed anytime I called for a pick and roll and I held down that toggle button, it will spring the defenders into them playing an intense defense that would not allow you, or it would make it extremely difficult for you to get around them. But I noticed when you don't touch that toggle button and you just go around like you're walking the ball around, it's gonna actually push them on your hip really easy, and you're gonna get around them extremely easy, man. So this is by far the most effective way to use the pick and roll in this game. Now the next tip I got for y'all, man, is always look for opportunities to take charges, man. Alright, usually, like, if you're playing in the point guard position, you could actually force your teammates to play half-court trap and then go down at when the ball is being passed out and force the other team to pass the dude that you're not defending, then catch it on the half. I already got a charge card badge tutorial up as well, man. That's gonna be at the end of the video as well. Y'all can check that out as well, how to get a lot of charges. Right now, these charges rack up, man. It's like 1,000 points per charge, man. So if you get 10, that's 10,000 points easy towards your rep and towards you repping up. I usually average somewhere between, like, let's say 6 to 12 charges per game, man. Up and down, it tends to fluctuate, but I'm telling y'all, it all piles up. Now that's all the tips I got for y'all, man. We gonna go over it one more time, man. to start off, forget about all those other game modes. My career is by far the best way, just because when you're playing in the park or the playground, better believe you gotta focus on your teammates, and you don't have the ball, and you don't got the ability to dominate the ball like you can in the my career to rack up all these points, man. Alright, so my career is by far the best, and the first thing you gotta remember when playing my career, select a great team. If you're a point guard and you trying to get a lot of hoops thrown and assists and stuff like that, all you gotta do is go on a team that got a dominant players who dunk a lot, like Clippers with DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin, and you're gonna be set. It's gonna be easy points, easy repping up for you, man, because a bunch of flashy passes, a bunch of hoops are gonna eventually rack up. If you're going with a slasher and you want the floor spaced out, go on a Houston Rockets team that just, they're gonna just be having great shooters all around, and it's gonna force the defenders to play it safe, right? So these are the two teams I recommend. Now remember, pick and roll is your friend. Call a pick and roll for each play except for when you're going for that one-man fast break and you force a turnover or get a rebound. I always suggest you go at that. I'm gonna be putting out a tutorial to how to get a lot of those, the success rate up for one-man fast break real soon. Pick and roll is your friend. Make sure the pick and roll, everything comes out of the pick and roll. The posterizers, the contact dunks, the teardroppers, the acrobat layups, the lob city passing, everything should come out of your pick and roll when grinding my career, for sure. The next thing is, when calling for a pick and roll and the defender steps up, do not hold down the turbo button. Just casually walk around the defender. The game will allow you to actually put the defender on your hips, and it's going to cause you to get around him really easy once you're not holding down the turbo button. And last but not least, always look for opportunities to take charges, man. Alright, now this is all I do when really grinding out players, and of course it varies. Like if I'm playing with a sharpshooter, like my playmaking sharpshooter that I had, I was calling for a pick and roll and doing deep range dead-eye shots, right? Alright, so I was calling for those pick and rolls, and every play I executed, I was doing flashy passes, I was throwing hoops out of the pick and roll. And with my slasher, it's the same thing. Off the pick and roll, I'm using Euro steps, I'm doing teardroppers, I'm doing flashy passes and stuff like that. So everything starts from the pick and roll, man. That's the one thing you gotta remember. Now everything else will be a bonus. Of course, you're gonna be going according to your badges, which will make it, at least you're gonna have some guidance to what you're doing, and it's not just you running pick and roll and random stuff, man. So hopefully this video help you all out, man. Your boy Sim. If you're first time to my channel, make sure like the video, share the video, hit your boy a subscribe. If it's not your first time, like the video, share the video. You never know who's gonna help. Your boy Sim, one love, respect. Bless up.